Time now for Sid Sarah. No clock today, please, because I had some things to say. Do you know what the essential part to any great playoff series is? I'll tell you, bad officiating. Sounds weird, but the emotion it generates in a moment in sporting time that's already filled with emotion can be quite entertaining. And this current first-round series featuring the Raptors and the Sixers is filled with it. Case in point, Game 1. Joel Embiid of Philly got every call. I mean, every call. Raptors head coach Nick Nurse afterwards was not happy about it. Take a look.
We got to believe that if we're legal defensively, that they're going to call those. Right? Like, we had a couple times where we beat him to the spot and he bowled us right over and they just let him lay it in. I don't care if you're 5'11" and 160 pounds, if you beat him to the spot and he runs you over, it's a foul. I thought he threw 3 or 4 elbows to the face. He got called for 1. Okay? We're going to stand in there, but we just need, if we're legal defensively, then we got to have them called or we don't have a chance.
In Game 2, things got a little better for the Toronto Raptors, but not really. Sixers won, and Embiid still had his way. Nurse wasn't as mad as he was following Game 1, but still he was a little salty.
There was another open-handed slap to the face that, again, I don't understand why they will not call them. But other than that, at least there wasn't as many elbows thrown to the face tonight that we had to endure.
One of the more interesting moments of Game 2 happened towards the end when cameras caught Nurse and Embiid having a colorful chat. We would go on to learn that the topic of that conversation was, wait for it, officiating. Here's what Embiid said after.
Oh man, he's a great coach. Obviously, I got what he's been able to accomplish, and I've always been a big fan. But I told him, respectfully, told him to stop about calls.
Now, if you watch enough NBA basketball, especially at this time of year, you'll quickly pick up on the fact that bad officiating usually cuts both ways. And after a night with little controversy in Game 3, the Sixers found themselves in the middle of it Saturday afternoon at Scotiabank Arena. Head coach Doc Rivers, despite looking really annoyed at what he was seeing on the court in front of him, didn't want to make a big deal about the refs after.
I guess the answer after the game, was yes tonight. But I don't want to take away from what Toronto did. I thought they played hard. They played a bigger lineup at times and did a lot of switching. So give them some credit. They deserve to win the game tonight. I'm not going to sit here and complain. I'm not going to be, what they do.
Up. Doc Rivers isn't going to do what they do. Of course, need to be classy. Don't want to be like those complaining Raptors, after all. No one on the Sixers does that, except for this moment 5 minutes earlier when Joel Embiid left the court, sarcastically clapping at the referees, which is super sarcastic. That's right, the we don't complain about the officials Sixers had their best player complain to the officials as he walked off the court. But that was it. Nothing else from Embiid about the officiating. What's that? Sorry. Forgot about this at the podium after when he accused the refs of throwing the game in Toronto's favor. I'm not kidding.
They did a great job. I admire the job that they did today. To me, felt like they had one job, coming in here tonight, and they got it done. So congrats to them.
He should be fined heavily for that. So what does it all mean? In my opinion, 2 things. One, because Philly didn't get all the calls Saturday for a change. It obviously means we got a Game 5 tonight live on Sportsnet. It also means this. Whenever both teams are really upset at the officiating, it means one thing. We've got a heck of a series on our hands, and my gut tells me it does not end tonight. We're going to take a break here on Breakfast Television. Raptors theme continues here. It's a big one. Do you believe in the Raptors? Do you have faith that they could be the first team in NBA history to come back from 3-0 down to advance in a best-of-7 series? 1-866-267-3797.